Well, everyone, it didn't take Abbie Chatfield long to admit that she actually did defame her former best friend, and as a result, the court has ordered her to pay $79,000 for defamatory social media posts about her former best friend, as well as legal costs, which include anywhere upwards of $30,000. She's been ordered to pay the $80,000 plus Heath Keely's legal fees, 30 grand's worth. That's no short chunk of change. Anywhere upwards of 100K because you decided to have a dummy spit online about the Gaza stuff and you decided to call him things which is really horrendous if you think about it and untrue. Hence why he goes, I'm going to sue her for defamation. Now, the thing is, we live online, pretty much all of us, right? We've got to be very careful with what we say, especially I've got to be careful with what I say doing this show, because it can be perceived in some ways, like some people can take it the wrong way and they can go, well, has Jay said something here that is considered defamatory? I'm very careful with what I say. This show is all about the truth. And I think, yes, we have heightened emotions on certain occasions. And yes, we can say things that we may end up regretting. But we've got to be very, very mindful and very careful with what we say about people. And that's why on this show, we tell the truth, and also I'm very careful with what I say about individuals and how I say it, especially when it comes to the likes of Abbie Chatfield. I've made several videos about Abbie, and I have not stated anything that is untrue about Abbie because she's actually stated it. So there's a massive difference, right? If you are claiming something about someone that is untrue, then you can actually be liable for a defamatory case, right? You can't be stating really horrible things is going to do damage to someone, which is exactly what Abbie Chatfield did. And she actually admitted, well, I did do this, so I'm going to have to, lump the amount, which is no short amount of change, honestly. It's quite a decent amount. So Aussie influencer, and honestly, I hate the term influencer, but anyway, we're just going to use it today. Abbie Chatfield has been ordered to pay close to $79,000 after admitting she defamed one of her former friends by alleging he supported genocide and child slaughter. The former Bachelor star was sued by Heath Keely, her former friend of 10 years, after she posted defamatory remarks about him surrounding the conflict in the Gaza Strip on her social media on May 7th. Chatfield did not contest the claim, with the federal court on Thursday ordering her to pay $79,000 as well as Mr. Keely's legal fees, which are estimated to cost $30,000. Ouch. In a series of posts, not just one, but a series, on her Instagram story, which she has about 550,000 followers, she accused Mr. Keely of supporting genocide, the slaughter of children, and the killing of gay men and women in Gaza. According to the court filing, the first post consisted of a screenshot of private messages between Chatfield and her former friend. So here are the screenshots about the social media post. Not my high school ex-friend. Ex-friend for a reason. Sending me this. We haven't spoken in 3 years. And before that, maybe 6 or 7 years. Delusional genocide supporter, how weirdly trolling me about a progressive and kind politician narrowly losing his seat. Really revolting stuff, and shows his level of intelligence and empathy. To say that Adam Bant is a threat to anyone is insane. Anyway, if anyone works with him or knows him personally, know that he supports the slaughtering of children so much so that he wants to tell someone he doesn't know anymore. Weird behavior. His name is Heath Keely. Ouch. That's not good. Anyway, she also tagged Mr. Keely's Instagram account, which he argued was aimed to encourage her Instagram followers to contact him for the purpose of sending him abusive messages. Oh dear. Another post on her story featured a video of Chatfield speaking to a camera superimposed over the screenshots, where she called him a deranged and a pathetic man. Oh dear. Her Instagram story was visible to her 500,000+ followers until 1:15 p.m. May 8th. In the filing, Mr. Keeley said the two shared between 130 to 150 mutual contacts, arguing the post was likely viewed by a significant part of Mr. Keeley's social media network. He also said sharing the screenshots of their personal messages violated his reasonable expectation of being able to send messages to Chatfield privately and in confidence. Following the post, Mr. Keeley said he received numerous messages expressing negative reactions and sentiments to the story and himself. Now, here is Abbie Chatfield, right? One day, she's on her social media having a rant and a meltdown and saying that people, after she said she hated Charlie Kirk, after he died, by the way, after she said that, which was very, very disgusting, and then continuously lied about Charlie Kirk and his behavior, after she did that, she also had a massive meltdown claiming that she was receiving death threats from people. Now, I'm not arguing whether or not she did, in fact, receive death threats, because we know that the internet is a crazy place and we know that can definitely happen. But what I am saying is there's a massive difference between people on the left and people on the right that do receive death threats. Seth Dillon, for example, has the name and shame policy, and I've got the exact same policy myself. If you are receiving these so-called death threats, why don't you reveal them to everyone? And also, why don't you go to the police? I'm all about evidence and realism on this show. But instead, you wanted the public to see you in a particular light. The victim class, victim mentality. Keep in mind, this is the same Abbie Chatfield, right, that is being or now lost a defamation lawsuit. So it would make me wonder, has she or will she learn her lesson? Not to be spreading things online that is false and defamatory. Saying certain things. I know the heightened emotions about Gaza, which, by the way, good news, the pro-Hamas leader, or the Hamas leader, I should say, has admitted there's going to be no more war in Gaza. See how long that lasts. I'm not holding my breath, but I think it's a good thing. It's a positive thing in the right direction. But loads of people are very heightened on their emotion with what took place. So if you support Israel, evidently you are, according to the pro-Palestinian mob, supporting a genocide which is not true at all. Or you're supporting the killing of babies, which is not true at all. So you can't be stating these things about someone who doesn't even have the audience that you have, because it's not right. Not only is it not right, there are consequences for defamatory actions. And who knows if she even knew she was doing it? Who knows? I certainly don't know. But it seems like she was in a headspace, not sure what a headspace was, but accusing someone of being something they're actually not is actually really sick, in my opinion. Anyway, let's hope and pray that she learns her lesson, because it may end up resulting in a lawsuit at the end of the day. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.